February is Heart Month, and this morning we are talking about the importance of home blood pressure monitoring. High blood pressure is a leading cause of heart disease, and about 116 million Americans are actually living with the condition. Joining us with some insight and tips on home blood pressure monitoring is Dr. Ketan Trivedi, a cardiologist with Virginia Heart Medical Practice, and we welcome you to the show. A very important topic, and I think a lot of people, unfortunately, don't know about monitoring themselves at home. So why don't you talk us through it? How do you even start? What kind of machines can you get?
So, there's lots of machines out there. You can get them anywhere. You can get them from Amazon, the drugstore, the grocery stores. They're not particularly expensive, usually around $50 or so. We'll get you a pretty good quality machine, and they're super easy to use. You don't need a lot of training. You don't need to spend a lot of money. It's quick and easy, and you can just do it in your own kitchen every day.
Let's backtrack a little bit. High blood pressure, how do you know you have it? What is it exactly, and what can it do to you?
Well, and that's a great question, and part of the problem, we call it the silent killer, because a lot of people who have it don't know they have it, because unlike a lot of other diseases, it often doesn't cause any symptoms. And the reason it's important is because high blood pressure can lead to things like kidney failure, heart attack, stroke, and even death. So unless you know you have it, you can't treat it, and if you don't check, you don't know you have it.
Okay, so we can check, but we have to get a machine like this. You said you can get them anywhere. But is there something particular you need to look for in a machine that's important? Does it have to say something that is kind of crucial, or just any machine will do?
Well, what we find are the ones that work on the upper arm tend to be a little bit more accurate than the wrist cuffs, and you want to make sure you get the right size one. If you have a really slender arm, you don't want to get a large cuff for that, so make sure it's sized properly.
Okay, and then how do you use it?
They're really simple. Each one's a little different, so read the instructions, but generally speaking, you open up the cuff, you put your arm through it.
Okay, I'm gonna have you do it for me.
Okay, sure. So you put your arm through it. Let's hope this doesn't
tell me something bad this morning. All right.
And you wrap it around.
Okay.
And you've got a display here with a single button.
All right, just start it.
You push it, you turn it on, and then whoops.
Hang on, see, this is why you need to make sure it's on tight. All right, Doc, you got it? Okay, there we go. All right.
And we start it up.
Okay.
Think calm thoughts.
I know, right? I'm like, please don't have this thing go haywire.
Think soothing. Now you should feel it tightening around your arm.
It is tightening up. Okay. And so I've always wondered, how do you read these?
Here, it just gives you the numbers.
Okay,
so let's see.
But the numbers, okay, we'll wait for the numbers, and then you tell me if it's good or bad. I really hope this isn't bad, because everyone in okay. I had a rough night last night, by the way, so that's why.
Now, technically, it's not ideal, because you want to do it without having clothing underneath there.
Okay, so I feel it's...
Right, now it should start loosening up.
It is loosening up. Am I okay, Doc?
Let's wait and see. The jury's still out.
All right. So it takes a couple seconds, but but this is important again to know what your blood pressure is doing, because it could lead to a host of issues and problems, and hopefully we're not going to find one on air for me today. Okay.
All right. Well, there's a number. I don't think this one's accurate in your case, because we don't have it exactly right, because you have clothing underneath there.
Okay.
But what's important is when you get it, you want to write it down, put it on a piece of paper, and if you can mix it up, so check some in the morning, some in the evening, that gives us really helpful information. For instance, if you're being treated for high blood pressure, if it's good in the evening but high in the morning, that may tell your doctor that your medication isn't lasting the full 24 hours. So it's good to mix it up.
What should the numbers say, like generally? Because again, is there a normal number?
Yeah. So what's recommended now? Let me take that off you here. Is you want to be somewhere in the 130/70 range or below. 130 is the pressure when the heart squeezes, and 70 is when the heart relaxes.
This is way off then, so we're not even telling you what that said. Okay, so again, it's important to know, because you need to know what your blood pressure is doing, because it leads to a host of problems. Doctor says you can get this anywhere. For more information from you, where can people go?
Go to virginiaheart.com.
There you go. Simple as that. virginiaheart.com. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, Tom, over to you. I'm alive. I promise you. I'm doing okay.